Well, hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. Well, I just threw the chickens a little scratch. It's still early afternoon. I got one Rhode Island Red in this last nesting box over here, laying her egg. The rest of them are out there getting scratched. When she's done, I'm sure she'll run out there. That's what normally happens. All 5 of the Easter eggers and Junior are enjoying the scratch. And if you notice, there's a Rhode Island Red with them. That's the one that was nesting over here in the last box. She was breaking the eggs trying to roll them out from under the rollaway part so she could set on them. So she done broke 3 or 4 eggs, and I done got tired of it. She wouldn't stop setting. She'd take off every time I went in there. So I got her and put her in this pen last night, trying to break her from trying to set. I don't want her setting right now. I don't have a place for her and babies. I may do that. I may leave Junior over here and put a box in there that she can set in, or any of them can set in. You know, a couple of hens with eggs, but she was trying to sit in a rollaway box, and that just doesn't work. And Mr. Peacock here, we're pretty sure that his female got killed by whatever attacked her. There's a lot of feathers, my brother-in-law and my sister say, over there in their yard. And that's where she went to get her food, because, you know, the cat food he puts out for the cats. So either way, I'm sorry, but none of us have seen her in several weeks. So I'm pretty sure she got in probably her eggs that she was sitting on. But he put himself in here yesterday, actually. Yesterday evening he flew in there, and he's been pretty much in there ever since he put himself in. And just laid around. I threw scratch out over here because he was laying over on this side. And I threw some over here for the chickens. And he's got everything he needs. He's got food and water just like the chickens do if he wants to stay in there. And there's a chicken inside the pear tree I cut down over there. So I'm fixing to get my Sawzall out and see if I can finish taking that bigger tree down. And I bought a new blade. It's a lot bigger and a lot more coarse. Maybe I can cut through that thing and get it down and go ahead and start the cleanup process. I was hoping to do that this past weekend, but I wasn't able to do it. Had the grand boys, and hopefully y'all saw the other video where I built the raised garden up there, the raised beds and grow bags garden. Hopefully that turns out good for me. I've got to figure out what I'm going to plant in all that space now. I'm probably not going to fill it all up, but instead of spinning y'all around, I'm going to pause it. I've got a lot of tarps over here. Old tarps. Some of them got holes or whatever, but they'll still cover up them raised beds, and that's what I'm planning on doing. Tote all these blocks I've got over there and throw the raised beds over the ones I'm not using. That'll help keep weeds and stuff from, you know, seeds blowing in there and stuff growing that I don't want to grow. And I'll probably end up having to buy some more tarps, but I'm just going to cover them with a tarp. I don't need the tillage tarp for the ground to, you know, just a regular tarp, keep the weeds and stuff out of them. But I went out here, I moved the rose bush over at the end, so that'll attract the pollinators over here, I hope. I watered all of them. I just wet it all down. I think I said it in the other video, I need about 10 or 15 more bags for that last bed, but it's plenty deep enough to plant in. It's just not as full as the rest, so it'll wait. I did find my little garden spade. I got it sticking up in that 3x3 over there. So I've tried to keep everything inside. If y'all look here, you're right beside the pole, inside the frame of the carport enclosure, which is going to be a greenhouse one day when I finish it. So that way when I build the walls back here and put the plastic on and all that, it won't be in the way. Because there ain't no moving these things when you fill them up. My old Ford didn't complain at all with 70 bags of soil in the back of it. I bought 30 bags of topsoil and put in first. That's after 3 or 4 wagon loads of my compost that I put in. And this one's pretty much full of compost. I topped it off with a bag or two of topsoil and then a couple of bags of Miracle-Gro potting garden soil, not potting mix, garden soil. So I went ahead and wet it all down. I'm going to try to take care of that pear tree and then see what I can get out here. Go through my seeds and see what I can plant, see if I can get anything to grow. I just don't know, but I'm going to try it. People don't talk about how much they spend on their raised beds, but I could buy 3 more of those raised beds and put 2 right down the middle and 1 sideways right here, and then move the grow bags around wherever else, and still have room to work all the beds. So I don't need that much space to garden. I just don't have the time nor energy to do that much gardening. So I think it looks pretty good. We'll see how it works out for me, but either way, I'm pleased with it. Took an entire Saturday with my grandsons helping me, a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old. So might be 11, I can't remember. But either way, move the rose bush over here. I forgot to water it. I need to water it. We're not forecasted for a significant amount of rain for several days, so it probably needs watering too. But either way, I just wanted to wet that soil down to help pack it in there. So if I decide to plant something, it's already got it starting, ready for a little bit of water. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm going to go get the Sawzall, y'all, and try to take the rest, that other pear tree down, the other half of it. And then I'll come out here and get in the freezer where I store all my seeds and pull them out and see if there's something I can get in there and get planted. And the hitch that we put on my mower has worked out really, really well for pulling this wagon. I can fill it completely full of compost, and this mower pulls it like it's not even behind it. So, and all I gotta do is pull that screwdriver up and it unhooks. So I'm pleased with that. So, a lot of stick steers don't have a hitch on the back. Some of them do, but mine does now. So anywho, I'm gonna shut up and see if, look, see how he's laying down back there? That's pretty much all he's been doing. I mean, since his female got killed, he's pretty much by himself. So he might as well join the flock. It's pretty well safe inside the pen. And he can easily jump to the top of the chicken pens and roost in that tree or roost up top or whatever he wants to do. But I'm gonna take down this other pear tree. They don't roost in it anyway, but it's just the fire blights. Just, y'all, I don't know how well y'all can tell, but let's see. That fire blight's just tore it up. All that brown in there. It's black in person, but it's just ate up with fire blight, and it's just not worth it. Keep fighting it every year. So tell them, Sue. But I'm gonna get off here. The blueberry bushes are loaded with new blueberries. It's gonna take a couple months for them to ripen, I imagine, but this one here doesn't really have much on it, but the chickens jump up and peck it to death. So I may take a few cuttings off the blueberry bush, some new growth, and stick them down in that soil over there and see if I can't get them to take root and grow. Why not? I got the space, I got the soil, might as well try it. And I come out every day and I'll water it a little bit and go from there. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll come back and finish this thing a little bit. Okay guys, here we go. The first little grow bag, I put in some deal. Had some, so why not? In this 4x8, I've got 2 rows of squash, which is, I know it's crowded, but it'll be all right. And 1 row of zucchini. And this grow bag's, I don't think got anything in it, but planted carrots in here. And I just sprinkled them in there and lightly shuffled them and kind of covered them up. So that ought to be a lot of carrots if it grows. And I've got, I believe, carrots in this one. So these 2 are carrots. Radishes, I did the same thing. I just sprinkled them in and lightly covered them, patted them down. Both of these grow bags. This 3x3 has got watermelon in it. I think I did 4. We'll see. It's going to be crowded and all that good stuff. Of course, my potatoes are in these, and tomatoes in here. I watered them early and they done stood back up. So they're doing well. I planted beefsteak tomatoes in this one, about 8 or 10 inches apart. I've got onions planted in these 3 grow bags. I've got sweet corn, golden bantam sweet corn in this bed. I've got this corner here left to do something with. And more potatoes in here. And I've got to do something in these 2 grow bags. And I've got green beans, Kentucky blue green beans, in this bed. Now they say plant 3.5 feet apart, so I only did 6 plants in this 4x8 bed. They're not going to be near as crowded, but we'll see how they work out. I need to go over to my seeds. I got them stacked over there. And these came from survival seeds, but I'm going to figure out what I can plant in these 2 grow pots and in grow bags, and then something in this little pot here. And I'll be done. We'll see if anything grows. I'll be right back.